Hi everyone! I know this has been highly requested and that I am a little delayed in responding to it, but I am doing a video and review for Phan's M Cosmetics line. If you're not familiar, which I'm sure you are, Phan is a very successful YouTube blogger, vlogger, and she has created a new makeup line called M Cosmetics. It is available for purchase online. And as always, you can go to allurabeauty.com where I will be doing individualized reviews for each product that I show you here. But in this video, I will give you my first impressions and I will do swatches of the products for you. As always, if you'd like to shop the blog sale, the link will be in the description box. Alright, so let's start with the biggest item, which is the Life palette, or on the website it's called the Love Life palette, and this is the box that it comes in. The palette is $59. The box itself has a Velcro attachment and it opens up like this, so you can see that this is a very big palette. This is the size of my hand, and so the palette sort of comes with 4 mini palettes or sub palettes, and each of those has a combination of eyeshadows, lip colors, and blushes or cheek colors. And the top of the palette has 4 looks that you can sort of try to recreate with the colors inside. In the box you get this card that gives you sort of instructions on how to get each look using each sub palette. And this is what the palette itself looks like. So it comes in this plastic compact and it opens up like this. And at first it has this plastic covering to, I guess, protect the products inside and also sort of detail for you where the colors go on the face. And you also get these 2 utensils. One is a dual-ended brush, which I won't be using in the video, but you can if you want to. And then this item is actually used to remove the pans from the palette. So, for example, if you wanted to remove this eye color, you would just take it out like so. And Michelle's concept for this is that you could select any of the pans that you wanted to and put them in a smaller compact for on the go. So with this order, I received this empty compact, and so I could take the pan that I just removed and insert it into this empty compact and sort of mix and match the shades as I wished, depending on what look I wanted to take with me that day. So when I swatch these for you, I'm going to refer to them for ease according to the looks that are suggested for the colors. So for example, I'm going to start with this set, which is the Warm Fuzzies look, and so I'll just refer to the colors that I'm swatches as the Warm Fuzzies colors. And etc. for the Real Me, Girl Time, and All Yours. Alright, so here are the shades for Warm Fuzzies. I'm going to swatch this first. And I'm going to go counterclockwise. So I'm going to start up here with the eyeshadows and go to the lip colors and then the cheek color there. As I do in all my videos, I will swatch these over a primer. So the first shade is a nude color with very small gold shimmer. Next is an apricot toned matte shade. Third is this plum tinted taupe with a slightly metallic finish. Fourth is this grape purple with peach and gold toned shimmer. And then we have this metallic denim blue. And sixth we have this deep midnight blue with a matte finish. Okay, so for the Warm Fuzzies look, here are the 6 eyeshadows. Pretty good quality and formula. I would say the most buttery were the first 2 shades, and this shade, this grape purple, was a little more dry, and the others are somewhere in between, but overall pretty good in terms of having a smooth finish with good color. Here is the blush shade. It's a medium to deep rose color, and the pan has small gold shimmer particles, but those don't seem to really adhere to the skin, and it does leave a subtle golden sheen to the skin. Alright, so there's the blush, pretty good color and formula. And for the lip colors, we have this translucent pink red. And again, the pan has shimmer in it, but doesn't show up that much on the skin. Build it up a little more with some color. And then we have a matte shade. This is a medium pink. There are two lip shades. Now moving on to the Real Me shades. First with the shadows, we have this frosty champagne with a sort of pale peach tint to it. Next we have a matte nude color. And third we have another frosty shade with a very pale rose pink tint to it. Next is a tan shade with sort of a taupe tint to it. And then we have this deeper taupe shade. And last we have this smoky charcoal shade. Not quite black, but on the skin's pretty much a black shade there with a matte finish. Okay, so there are these 6 shades. Definitely good for a natural nude look. I would say that this light taupe shade was a little dry and stiff in the pan, although it's hard to distinguish between the formula and the size of the pan being really small. It's hard to get a lot of product onto the brush, so that might also be a factor. But this charcoal shade was very opaque and intense, so good formula on that one. For the blush, we have this beigey nude tan with a matte finish. There's what that blush looks like. For the lips, we have this bright, pretty opaque magenta shade. And then we have this glossy nude shade. So I guess the thinking was you could have a very natural look, and then if you wanted to keep it consistent, you would have this nude gloss, or if you wanted a pop of color, then you would have this shade. So there's your blush shade and your 2 lip shades. Next to swatch is Girl Time. First for the eyeshadows is this frosty cream. Next is a glittering light denim blue. Has pretty large silver glitter particles in it. And then we have a vibrant cerise pink. Has a sheen finish to it, but no shimmer particles. Then we have a frosty sky blue, a deep grape purple with bright purple shimmer. This has a really crumbly formula. It just kind of gets everywhere. And last we have a medium eggplant purple. Okay, so there are the shades for Girl Time. Have a few issues with some of these colors. This light denim blue is not smooth on the skin. The shimmer particles are larger than I would like. This medium sky blue also has kind of a dry, stiffer formula. This purple is very odd. The underlying color is not that smooth, and then don't know if you can see the shimmer particles here. They kind of splatter everywhere. I've never encountered a formula like this, but in any case, it doesn't look great. Doesn't perform very well when swatched. Here is the blush. The blush is a light to medium, slightly yellow-based pink. For the lips, we have this bold, opaque berry color, and the second shade is also a berry color. It is translucent and it has silver shimmer in it. So there's your cheek color and your 2 lip shades. And last up, we have All Yours. And first we have this pale white gold. Adding more product here. It does have a flaky metallic finish. Second is a baby pink, light baby pink color with sort of a satin sheen finish. Third is a silver with a grade blue undertone. Then we have a medium deep navy blue with light blue shimmer. And then we have a frosty charcoal gray. And last we have, again, a deep charcoal with silver shimmer, almost a black, but not quite there. Okay, so there are the shades for all yours. I like this very strong frosty finish on the first shade, but it is flaky in texture and formula. And this one I did wish were also more creamy or buttery on the skin. Here is the blush, which is a shimmering light pink. Unless you layer this, I think this is actually best as a highlighter, or unless you have very fair skin. Because if you don't have very fair skin, it's more shimmer than it is pink pigment. But I like it. It's very nice sheen on the skin. The first lip shade is a soft red. And the second lip shade is a nude with a hint of pink. So there you have the last blush shade and 2 lip colors. Here we have the contour and highlighting stick. So this opens up on both ends and twists to reveal a highlighting and a contouring shade. And this duo is in the shade Light. And this costs $24. So here's what the highlighting side looks like. It's a nude color with a champagne shimmer. And here is the contouring side. It's a nice neutral brown color, it looks like, without having a orange undertone. So here's what those look like before I blend them in. So on the face you would sort of blend them out. Okay, so I blended and added color as I saw fit to sort of get a smoother finish. That's what those look like. For details on how these actually perform after I test them on application on the face, again, go to the reviews at the website. It seems to me like the highlighter is nice for a more natural look because the shimmer is very finely milled. And I'm not sure about the contour yet. I'll really have to see if it blends out smoothly on the skin and retains its color. Here we have the Great Cover-Up, which is a cream concealer. This costs $18, and I'm going to show you the shade Light Warm. So this comes in this tube packaging and a slanted applicators inside. I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand to try to show you the coverage that this has. So there's the color that you get, definitely more on the neutral to warm side. And let's see how effectively it covers up. I have that spot there, so that kind of helps you see how well it's covering. Alright, so with a one layer it looks like it is medium coverage. I'm going to add a little more and see how far it builds up. So you can build it up a little more. So I would say it's almost full coverage. It does a pretty darn good job. And it doesn't look too cakey on the skin either. It might be a little too dry for under the eye area. Again, that's something I will test and let you know in the review post. But it looks pretty smooth on the skin right now. And there's a full range of waterliners, which are eyeliners that can also be used in the waterline. I will show you 3 of these shades. And each of these has a twist up pencil form and a smudging stick on the other end. And these are $17 each. This shade is called In the Nude. So this is a nude color. Be great addition for the waterline. This is Rose Gold. That's R-O''S gold. And this actually looks like a pinked tan color. And you can see a little bit of that end just fell off. So this seems like a rosed tan shade. And then we have Chocolate Dream, which is a matte brown. That was the creamiest. This last shade here was definitely the creamiest in formula. This was the least creamy in formula, and the nude shade was somewhere in between. Here are those 3 colors. Alright, so there is a look into Michelle Phan's M Cosmetics line. I would say that I do like some of the products. I'm just mixed in my opinions on things. For this huge palette here, I think some of the shades are really, for the eyeshadows, are very buttery and smooth and nicely pigmented. Other ones are pretty stiff or have formulas that are not flattering. They're flaky or they're too splotchy. Same with the cheek colors. I wish they were a little softer and transfer prone, maybe a little more pigmented. I do actually really like the lip colors, which I wasn't expecting to be impressed at all by, but I did like the colors and the textures for the lip shades. The eyeliners, I'll have to see how creamy they are on the lids, especially for the nude and pink shades. The brown shade was very creamy and transferred very quickly. Same with my thoughts on the contour and highlighter. I do like that it's a novel concept. It is one of those products that when I'm traveling, I find takes up a lot of room. It's bulky to bring a powder bronzer or even a cream bronzer, and same for a highlighter. So I like that there is a conception of those 2 products together in one sort of packaging tube, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. So I think that as long as the formula is good and holds up, I think that that will be a great product to have around. And then the concealer, I actually liked the finish very much. It covered very well without having a domineering or very obvious finish to it. I'll just have to see if it's something that would also be suitable for under the eye area. Alright, please let me know what you think, what other products maybe you've tried out from the line that you like or dislike. I hope this helps you get a look into the line and have some sort of overview to help you navigate which items you might be interested in trying out. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.